Hey guys, I'll be talking about cancer today. And today we'll be talking about breast cancer. What does that mean? I know you most likely have heard the definition of cancer one way or the other as the uncontrolled division of cell in the body. But when you say breast cancer, it's now more specific. So breast cancer is the uncontrolled proliferation of breast cells. So when breast cells begin to divide uncontrollably, then you say, oh, this is breast cancer. There are several types of cancer, and breast cancer is just one, and it happens to be the second most common in the United States among women, the first being skin. Men actually also do have breast cancer, but while 1 out of 8 women in the United States are estimated to have breast cancer, 1 out of 833 males in the United States would have. And there are a lot of factors contributing to that. What causes breast cancer? There are billions of cells in the body, and they work together to make your body function properly. So when each cells grow, they are expected to replicate to form new cells so as to carry out specific functions in the body. And as they grow older or when they become damaged, they are expected to die. However, cancerous cells do not die. Instead of them growing old and dying, they begin to replicate and then they do not stop at a point. So at that point, the cell is said to be malignant. Malignant is another name used for cancerous cells. They even clump together to form tumors. There are different types of cancer. But before then, I would want to say that cancer cells originally are meant to be restricted to the specific part of the body. For instance, when there's cancer in the breast, it is called local to the breast. However, they can migrate, and once they move from one part of the body to the other, that is when it is called metastasis. So when you hear cancer metastasis, it means that the cancer cells have now migrated from the initial residential area to another part of the body. There are different types of breast cancer. Breast cancer in the breast occurs in two, the lobules or the ducts. When you think of what is breast lobules or what's breast ducts, the milk is produced in the breast lobule. However, ducts are the ones that connect the lobule to the nipple. So you can have cancerous cell in the lobule or in the ducts. There are two types of breast cancer. Depending on the location of the breast cancer, they can be in the lobule, and then that way they are called lobular carcinoma. And when the cancerous cells are found in the ducts, they are called ductal carcinoma. Two types of breast cancer occurs: the invasive breast cancer and the non-invasive breast cancer. The non-invasive implies that they are at their initial residential part of the body and they do not move. So they do not invade other part of the body. Do you understand? Ductal carcinoma in situ, DCIS, is the most common type of non-invasive breast cancer. There are cancerous cells found in the ducts of the breast. However, they occur in the lining of the milk ducts. DCIS is also called interductal carcinoma. Lobular carcinoma, LCIS, lobular carcinoma in situ, although it has the name carcinoma, is not cancer. It simply tells you that someone who has, lobular carcinoma in situ has a higher chance of becoming a cancer patient when not properly managed or treated. Next to the second type of cancer, we have the invasive breast. We have the invasive breast cancer. Invasive implies that the cancer cells spread out to other parts of the body. That is metastasis. Remember? So they come in two different types. The first type is the invasive ductal carcinoma or the invasive um, lobular carcinoma. When we have cancerous cells that are invasive in the duct, they are called IDC, invasive ductal carcinoma. But when we have cancerous cells that are present in the lobule, then they are called ILC, invasive lobular carcinoma. We'll talk more about this in the coming videos, but try and know that all cancers are not the same, or and all breast cancers are not the same. They are more aggressive than each other. Invasive breast cancer can travel beyond the breast. They can go to the lymph node, and other to other parts of the body. In the next video, I'll be talking about what causes cancer and also symptoms of cancer. Thank you for sticking to the end. Share this content to people so as to for people to get familiar with what cancer is, and also to get familiar with how the body works. If you find it helpful, you should consider liking or and subscribing to the channel.